Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. In this video, we're going to be looking at how we can set up absolute imports when working with our React projects, and it's relatively easy, pun fully intended. So here's an example of a relative import. So more often than not, we're going to have a bunch of nested directories in our React project. So for example, here we've got source components. Within components, we've got two directories, pages and common. In common, obviously, we have things like buttons, nav bars, cards, etc., etc. And then in pages, obviously, we'll house our views for our pages. So I've just created an example project here with a login page and a to-dos page. I haven't actually implemented the login page because it's not necessary to show you this, but just to show you how a directory structure could be. So we've got the pages directory, to-dos, and in the to-dos directory, we've got to-do list item, etc., etc. So then in the to-do list item, let's quickly take a look in the browser just to see what it looks like. So we've got our to-do list here. We've got some dummy text here, which is supposed to be a filter, so sort by name. But here is what we want to be paying attention to, is these to-do list items here. And we've got our button, which has been imported from components, common and button, but because it's a relative import, we're having to navigate up our directory tree here and then back into common and button just to import this button component. And then obviously we're rendering the button component next to the to-do list item name. So obviously the downsides to this is if we want to refactor this to-do list item, for example, we put it in another nested directory, then we're going to have to change this import to go up another parent directory just to get to the common and button. And we're navigating up a bunch of directories here. So obviously we can do it this way, but an easier way and a cleaner way is if we import these components through a absolute import. So to do that is super easy. All we need to do is create a new file in the root directory of our project, and we need to call it jsconfig.json. And let's open up a set of curly braces, and within here, we want compiler options, and within the compiler options, we just need a base URL. And all we need to do here is type source. So our base URL is this source directory here. So the whole purpose of this compiler options and base URL is to specify a directory for absolute imports. So what we can do here then is back in to-do list item, this will still work. So relative imports will still work. However, we can now replace all these navigating up the parent directories with components, because components exist within the source directory. So we obviously need to rerun our React project, and we can see in the browser that we've got no errors. So this is the super easy way we can set up absolute imports when using Create React App. So if you've liked this short video, please check out my Udemy page, where I've got over 10,000 students and over 1,000 reviews with an average review rating of 4.5 out of 5 stars. I've got a bunch of courses on React and Gatsby. So I'll leave a link in the description below with a link to all these courses. So thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing, liking the video, and comment below if you found this useful.